I'm Alexander Strayer, Giant, 6:38 p.m. September 8th. So here's one thing I remembered in Mullen right hand, Penguin Duck birthmark. I'm like late 2018, 2019. I kept making some comment. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys were involved with the Las Vegas mass shooting a while back. There's some guy who always reacts to that on a regular basis. Another point, at one point, one of these guys in late 2018, early to mid 2019, some guy kept trying to call me his Seku. That's another one. But I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, these people are crazy and they're sick in the mind. I wouldn't be surprised, and they'll all get caught right now. It's in my mind. But I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are purposely try to cause mass shootings for potentially gun control kind of stuff, or to push laws or promote agendas, or even to intimidate and coerce civilian populations. I could picture these guys. This is how sick they are. I could see them trying to human program people to become kamikazes. I could see them mutilating people's genitals, damaging their brain substantially, to where cognition's impaired, and then even trying to program them to become like a kamikaze or suicide bomber. They'll get caught right now. It's in my mind, but someone needs to arrest these people, because I could definitely see them doing some psychopath shit like that. And some of these people are definitely desperate enough to. They're definitely crazy. And they're more than unfit to be in society. And some of them just try to do stuff to see if they can do it because it makes them feel cool. I mean, these guys are real life psychopaths. But I remember continually saying something. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys were involved with the Las Vegas, Nevada shooting. And there's someone who always reacts to that. I'm not sure who, but someone gets weird about that statement. One of these telepathy people in this telepathy environment. But think of the dangers you guys are opening with this technology, trying to make people follow orders on demand, or whoever it is, making people try to follow orders on command, or someone just did something weird to my computer, or letting these people damage people's brains covertly, to where reason, logic, emotional, and behavioral regulation are impaired. And then allowing them to covertly mutilate people's genitals, something that makes a huge component of being human. And then sitting around trying to enrage someone all day. I definitely could see them push someone to violence with that sort of behavior. These people need to go to prison. Ask yourself this: why would anyone try to enrage someone daily and then try to damage their amygdala to compromise emotions and behavioral regulation, while also thinking they had access to some computer gamer world? Because there's people who think I've seen this computer gamer world and these have access to these mind melder people and whatever the hell else is in this game, and they're purposely trying to damage my amygdala in order to impair emotional and behavioral regulation, and even trying to damage regions of my brain associated with reason and logic. And then they thought I actually had access to something, or I could control stuff. And then they're also trying to human program me to follow orders, and I just never would. Evidence why I'm always talking on YouTube and on Twitter and writing to law enforcement. So that should tell you I never followed their orders. Because they were always they didn't program me to do the opposite. They're liars. They've been trying to abuse me into silence for 5 years and 7 months, and always flipping out when I write to law enforcement. I always tell them to eat shit. So I was never programmed. I wouldn't listen. It didn't work. That's how I know it doesn't work. And then they were trying to abuse me into submission. Think of the doors people are opening by letting these people try to do that, and trying to learn how to human program people, as well as damage people's brains covertly, as well as allowing these people to try to mutilate people's genitals covertly and give people cancer covertly. I mean, they may create some army of goddamn suicide fucking bombers. I mean, God forbid, but let's just ponder it. I mean, these people are sick in the mind with a plan for world domination. Let's use our brains. They'll all get caught right now. It's in my mind.